Jennifer Garner has always been known for her calm presence, her steady energy, and her ability to stay grounded even when Hollywood chaos swirls around her. But this weekend, the actress reportedly experienced a moment she never saw coming. One that left close friends whispering, neighbors peeking, and social media buzzing. It all began at what was supposed to be a quiet, intimate weekend dinner at Jennifer's home, a gathering she arranged to unwind, reconnect with close friends, and enjoy a peaceful evening. Instead, the night took a dramatic and emotional turn when Ben Affleck unexpectedly showed up at her door, catching everyone, including Jennifer, completely off guard. Sources close to Jennifer say she had been looking forward to this dinner all week. Her home was decorated with soft lighting, a warm dinner was prepared, and her small circle of trusted friends were settling in for what was meant to be a relaxing night filled with laughter and easy conversation. But just as the evening was finding its rhythm, a knock echoed through the house. Jennifer, expecting perhaps a late guest or a neighbor, walked toward the door with zero anticipation of who was waiting on the other side. When she opened it, Ben Affleck stood there, hands slightly tucked in his pockets, his expression serious yet tender, like a man who had rehearsed this moment a dozen times but still wasn't fully ready for it. One guest said the room fell into absolute silence, the kind that only happens when something unexpected and deeply emotional takes place. What pushed Ben Affleck to choose this night? What made him show up unannounced at Jennifer's private dinner? From those close to him, the answer seems to be a mix of timing, emotion, and urgency. Ben, who has reportedly been navigating a complicated and emotionally heavy period in his personal life, may have chosen this moment because he felt the need for grounding, a need for someone who has always understood him at his core. Jennifer, despite everything, has remained that anchor. This surprise appearance wasn't about drama. It wasn't about rekindling romance or starting rumors. It seemed to come from a place of genuine vulnerability. Insiders say that before knocking on her door, Ben had been driving around for nearly half an hour, trying to gather himself. He wasn't sure how the night would unfold or whether he would even be welcomed. But he showed up anyway, something that speaks volumes. When Jennifer opened the door, witnesses say she froze. Not out of anger or discomfort, but from pure shock. Ben wasn't expected. He wasn't even part of the evening's plans. Her eyes widened, her posture straightened, and for a moment, she seemed unsure of whether to step forward or step back. But then something softened in her expression. Jennifer's heart has always been known to be compassionate and steady, and despite the overwhelming surprise, she took a quiet breath, gently nodded, and invited Ben inside. The room shifted immediately. The atmosphere, once filled with simple weekend energy, was now heavy with unspoken emotion. Yet, Jennifer remained composed, choosing grace over tension. While guests continued their conversations in the living area, Jennifer and Ben reportedly stepped aside for a private moment in her kitchen. The conversation was calm, heartfelt, and lasted longer than anyone expected. No raised voices, no dramatic scenes, just two people who share a deep and complex history, navigating a communication that still clearly matters to both of them. One insider noted that Jennifer appeared genuinely concerned, listening more than she spoke, while Ben seemed reflective, almost weighed down by whatever he needed to express. Whatever was said between them remains private. But the emotional shift in Ben when they emerged hinted that the conversation brought some form of relief, or clarity, or perhaps closure. After their private talk, Ben stayed for a portion of the dinner. What surprised many was how natural it eventually felt. Jennifer didn't treat him like an intruder or an inconvenience. Her friends, familiar with the ups and downs between the two, adapted quickly. At one point, a guest noticed Jennifer really laugh, at something Ben said, a small yet telling reminder of the deep connection they've always shared, regardless of circumstances. Ben left the dinner earlier than the other guests, quietly slipping out with a soft wave goodbye. Jennifer walked him to the door, paused as he stepped outside, and closed it gently behind him. She lingered there for a moment, her expression thoughtful, before returning to her guests. It was a night no one expected, a night that reminded everyone just how layered and human their relationship truly is. Jennifer and Ben may not be together romantically, but what happened at that dinner shows one undeniable truth. Their bond is still very real. They are parents. They are former partners. And they are, in many ways, still each other's emotional touchstones. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the surprising moment between Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter in their unfolding story.